Well, what if Superman landed in any other country, right?
Yeah, exactly.
He just happened to land in fucking
Kansas. This is what we were hoping. This is what we were hoping for the Spider-Man reboot, where they actually make him a black dude. Like really, because they had a comic book.
Not in this reboot, though.
I know, but if they did, that's what everyone was hoping
Spider-Man.
for. Because they did have a comic, did they not?
Ultimate Spider-Man issue 125 killed off Peter Parker, and he came back in the new Ultimate Ultimate Presents Spider-Man, and it's a Black Spider-Man.
Spider Bro.
Yeah.
Same thing. Does the black guy get bit by a spider? Is it like the
same thing? It's very similar situation. He gets his passed along to him.
By a jazz player.
By Miles Davis. It was the birth of Cool and Spider-Man.
Hey Jack, you gotta go fight crime.
That guy stole Spider-Man's pizza.
But I think that comes from Obama being president. Obama's a huge Spider-Man collector and fan and reader.
Is that right?
Yeah, he is. He's
but the comic book came out well before Obama's presidency.
Nope, this is
Black Spider-Man, doesn't it?
No, it hasn't. It just came out this year, actually.
Okay. I thought that was an older thing.
No, maybe he wanted it to be, but no, it's now.
No, I thought that was in the ultimate comic, the alternate universe comic.
Yeah, it is Ultimate Spider-Man, but it just came out 2 months ago.
The new movie trailer looks pretty good.
I
was skeptical about them rebooting a major comic book movie series so quickly after one had just run its course.
Number 3 fucking stunk.
It did.
They all kind of.
But they were all not very good representations. I hated Tobey Maguire. I really didn't like him.
He was great in the first.
If I could take a shit at will, I would do so while watching those movies because they're that bad.
Well, they kind of crapped on my childhood.
You could just wait till you had to take a shit and start watching.
And that's the whole point of Marvel taking the first
step. Being able to take a
shit
at will would be a great way of telling someone that you're tired of listening to them.
And it was hard for me to admit that because I like Sam Raimi. I like his movies. I get his style.
Yeah.
I like all the Evil Dead movies.
Plus, he wears a suit every time to set.
Army of Darkness is a classic guy. One
just
of my
like
favorite
Alfred
movies
Hitchcock.
of all time.
That must mean he's good.
I like that he put Macho Man.
Who's that?
And Bruce Campbell and all and
Did
Spider-Man
you put something
movies.
in there?
Yeah, just spike that with GHP.
Yeah.
It's good classic cinema.
But no, the new one looks like a way better representation of the telling of the Spider-Man story, even with right down to having Gwen Stacy first, not even talking about Mary Jane. So
yeah, no, it was a strong point to come into. Yeah,
mechanical web shooters. That's a huge deal.
Yeah, well, doing something properly and not just paying homage to the source material, but taking from it and making all the fanboys and the people who don't know, because the people who don't know, well, fuck them, they're gonna like the story because it's a great story, and then you don't piss off all the original fans.
It took an elemental portion of Peter Parker's character away to make it organic web shooters, because the whole thing was he had this scientific mind and he had this intuitive sense from the spider DNA in his DNA.
That's right.
So he could think of a way to chemically put together the combination for the web shooters.
Yeah, well, that
also makes sense though that if he's bitten by the spider, that he could have like a gland.
But just thinking of that
both are
dumbing down
of arguable. But the spider,
it gave him a
Peter
weakness. Having the mechanical ones actually gave him more of a weakness because he ran out.
Ran out, exactly, right? And but America was going through the super dumbing down of their society, so they didn't have the intelligence in there.
All these spider gadgets, right?
Yeah.
Did he? I don't remember many gadgets.
Not like a lot.
He had different variations of web.
No, but what they his enemy.
Yeah, but what they didn't show in the Sam Raimi series is that he was a fucking brilliant mind. He's up there with Reed Richards. He helped Reed Richards, when they got the ultimate nullifier and got rid of Galactus. I mean, the guy was smart, but they stripped that away from his person.
Well, he was still in school anyway.
He was still, but he was still brilliant.
He had a brilliant mind. They just didn't actually show it because it wasn't actually. It started before he had a career. Connors. Did he not have a career when he had superpowers, like in the original comic or something?
In the original comic, he was a high school kid. He got bit in high school, but he was like uber nerd. And Stan Lee was like, "I'm gonna take who I was and give him some powers," and then it gives him some confidence, and then you build up the character from there. What happens when a guy who is quiet and kind of homely, and then he gets all this confidence in high school from a superpower, right? And that's where that all came from.
From the superpower jive, motherfucking
But they took that away by
black guy
not
going in high school in the projects, fucking sipping on OE and fucking listening to fucking rap music.
I'm fucking Spider-Man.
You know, I'm fucking Spider-Man.
Don't even try it, because I'm Spider-Man.
There's a
move over there, Spider-Man. Jive, motherfucker. Coming to fucking kick your ass. Right now with my spider webs. Come out of my dick and slit your fucking
exactly
throat.
What it should be. Spider-Man should just have his dick out. And
yeah.
There is a scene.
That's a sexual trick, eh? When you Spider-Man a chick, you pull out and jerk off into your hand, and then you go, ha! And you get Spider-Man.
The first time I heard about that was from Red Band. He's on Rogan's podcast, and he jerks off and then flicks it on the wall.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like live on podcasts?
So he just has like a wall that's covered in semen?
That's when he goes to hotels, he does that.
He's a fucking tool anyway.
Yeah.
I'll say right now, I've Brian Red Band's fucking listening.
He's
not watching you, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's like if you do something to fuck up the flow, or you do something stupid, you're Red.
You got the Junior Mafia on you now.
Oh, this is the game.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fireball
This
Island.
is it. The big jewel at the top.
Yeah. Watch the giant flaming fireball that comes out in the ad.
Oh, it's just like the game.
But
That's
then
exactly the
But in the game, it's just this red marble.
Oh, there's those monster balls. Remember those?
Yeah. Mad balls?
Mad balls. Do you guys remember the things
right.
that you put your hand in, and they were like little goblins?
Yeah.
They're called pussies?
Yeah. They are goblins.
No, I know.
A goblin, pussy.
They're little like rubber.
Pussy you put your hands in, man.
Yeah.
Rubber like puppet things, yeah.
Fuck, what were those things
two
called? They
eyeballs.
were awesome.
They were like googly eye or
something like
Google.
I remember Tornado Rex.
Well, they had a monster name. They were like.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember what the sales.
You're in the
were.
Toxic Avenger toys.
They're gross, but they still get the girls.
What was that?
That was the best tagline. Toxic Avenger
That
toys.
sounds familiar, yeah.
That was the best
Toxic
Tornado
Avenger.
Rex. Like you had your freaking players marked out so you can get the freaking tornado. They hit them.
Tornado Rex.
That was
I don't think I
awesome.
played this one.
I remember playing
Science.
Yeah, Mystery Science.
You guys have seen that movie, right? It's awful, right?
it's great.
It's one of the best
What
movies.
the fuck are you talking
from the
about?
80s.
John Hughes at his best.
It's true.
The fuck? Weird Science is dope. They have the freaking huge ass freaking motorcycle.
Holy mazel
Oh, he's a freaking.
Matt, are you like?
You better watch
Are you
that
like
movie
actually
again,
Jewish
Hovey.
or?
It's actually a great movie.
It's your last mazel tov moment there. It was great. No, I was like, I feel like this man belongs in the
I wouldn't
cinemas.
say it was great.
But the going
I'm
back
blonde.
to
I'm most Aryan as it comes. I can't be Jewish.
No, just in
Aryan,
spirit.
blonde,
Just in spirit.
blue-eyed.
Just in spirit, man.
Okay.
all right, yeah. So going back,
I guess I might be harnessing for.
In your filmology, you're working.
And no
I don't know.
That was
like-
Darcy's Jewish voice, by the way.
No, it's more like Italian.
You don't have to be
That was
Jewish
Yiddish.
to have
I think that was
I
Yiddish.
wanted to
Great.
say something about a weird science. It was called the skin gun. If someone can put that up right now,
Yeah.
it is a thing that
this is
is
very
just
old.
been innovated that can affix freaking actual skin grafts. Yeah.
Really?
This is it right here. Yeah,
Like
the guy has a 3rd-degree
Yeah,
burn
yeah.
in this video right here. Alex has. Okay, basically there's skin cells in there, and he sprays it on them, and within about 3 or 4 days, it was all healed.
That's
I
incredible.
think it uses stem cells to graft your own skin cells
It's like
Yeah.
Star
into
Trek.
the gun. and
Yeah,
then
he
it
shows
shoots
his
the
arm
gun.
before and after.
The gun shoots the cells right onto the burns.
Why is
Loser,
it
your
kills
last name is
Spell his name
backwards.
backwards.
Swedish.
No, you know what? They did this so that
is this
they
Yeah,
can
they can
bypass
play it.
YouTube's copyright.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you can't pick up
it's
on
made
it.
themselves.
Clever bastards.
Yeah.
It's
That's the way
reversed.
to do
It's
it.
reversed, mirrored. That's
I just thought he was Swedish, but guess he's
No,
not.
he's from the
His arms
south.
are backwards.
Yeah.
But this is over a
It's
year old
Swedish,
now,
huh?
you know?
Is it really?
Oh yeah, I think this
Why is he
technology's been
sweating
out for
so
years.
much? Jesus
It's
Christ.
new skin.
fucking
It's
glistening.
the light.
It's
It's
just-
the lights, probably.
It's not
guess
available
so.
yet for some reason.
Oh, yeah, that skin gun works really well. Look
No,
at that.
that's before. That's before.
Oh,
this.
okay, that's
Yeah.
why.
Looks like someone just squirted Vidal Sassoon all over your hand.
That's a big ass fucking blister ready to pop, isn't it? Then comes the skin gun.
Okay, here we go.
Gun.
It looks like it's a syringe attached to a
Yeah.
tattoo gun.
The fluid's got the cells in it.
Well, they didn't show the actual
anything looks
operation.
Like
well, they didn't show them actually using it.
But they showed
the
end product, which was skin-like.
Yeah,
it sprays on and makes a platform.
But see, now, who's that guy with the big knife there?
They never showed his hand, like his hand after. That's what's weird about this. Like they show his shoulder, so maybe his shoulder.
It was his whole body.
It was his whole left side of his body.
Was
it? A large portion.
Right side of his body.
But then why do they show close-ups of the hand before and not after? It's weird.
False.
It works, okay?
Interesting. Well, that's cool. That's weird science.
Yeah, whether it works or not.
Just gonna go back there. The goblin thing we're talking about, they're called boglins. I just remembered that.
Oh, okay, the little boglins
thing. Yeah, boglins in a little cage.
Bunch of them,
yeah.
The thing is, there's no point to owning those. Like they didn't.
No, you had to own 5.
They were the worst type of ball ever because they weren't. Like really
A
spherical.
ball,
No,
so you could play anything with.
No, they weren't a ball. They were like it was like a finger puppet.
Like the only thing they were good for was chucking them at my little sister.
Ben's talking about the mad balls.
Oh
yeah.
You might as well just use bricks.
Aren't boglins the same?
No, boglins are the rubber hand puppet goblin that you can manipulate their eyes with your 2 fingers and make their mouths talk. Yeah. And they came in a little cage.
They were just puppets, really.
Yeah, but mad balls were stupid because you'd bounce them once and they'd shoot fucking way off into the left corner of your room. And then you'd go get it.
I'm never playing with this again.
Remember Balzacs?
Balzacs. Can you believe they sold this product? Balzacs. Awesome.
Can you imagine there's a guy whose claim to fame was being in a Balzac commercial?
That's me right there.
I had a Balzac, and
dude, I sold Balzac.
You could fill them full of water and just soak people.
Yeah, you totally getting
the black guy is so hydrated right now.
Oh man, stay hydrated.
It's the most hydrated he's ever been.
Stay hydrated, listeners. 1993.
Coded.
That's when Balzac was released.
Back when neon was awesome.
Funny.
Back,
yeah. We're back. Everything.
When neon was new.
It's true.
Yeah.
You notice how there's not any Super Soaker commercials on nowadays? Like, what the fuck happened to water guns?
I don't know.
Too many kids drowning.
But water guns are really intense nowadays. Like,
you were showered with Super Soaker.
Like industrial.
All your nostrils had
skin
Super
off
Soaker
your hand.
shooting into it.
10,000 just killed everybody.
Oh, the sharks.
Sharks.
Soccer boppers.
Those were awesome.
They were showing the
shark
shark
show. Just like beat up everyone.
I like how the first time I got them, they told me it was okay to punch my sister in the face. Then after they said it wasn't.
Wait, we retract that.
Yeah, so for everybody who's listening, we're just watching old 1990s television commercials for toys we used to like.
Sock 'em boppers could have eliminated like 50% of domestic abuse problems.
Remember that little robot? You guys remember that robot?
The husband
like
takes real time and puts
had
a
like
sock
2
and
little
bopper on for
fucking
beats
prongs
his wife to death.
and it had like a long remote that was like attached to it. And it was like Rudy or something it was called.
Robbie the robot.
Robbie, and he could fucking bring you like your drink or whatever from across the way. But he was still attached by this like long remote cord.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, Rudy's going to get my drink. But he was like really just like going to the end of his leash onto the fucking cord. Coming right back to the drink that was like right beside you anyways. But you're like, Rudy got me the drink.
What are you selling? Like a faggot's uniform?
That was as high tech as like VCRs with the remote that had the wire.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm so at ease and comfort in my own home because I'm kneeling on the floor halfway to my TV from my couch.
Some kid goes to a guy with a soccer bopper in East LA. Some guy goes to this guy with a soccer bopper in East LA, just coming with a knife and pop it.
Cuts like a knife.
The soccer bopper gang?
Yeah, it'd be hilarious. Yeah, it goes to a real gang with fucking knives.
Oh, they just cut them.
But now, then there fits with actually.
This is Nestle's
soccer boppers are actually
Kinder
helpful.
Egg.
Yeah. But with marshmallow-shaped animal crackers.
You know, guys, we came back and we wanted to have a lot more like form and flow to this podcast, and then we got lost watching 1990s
There's a little bit
commercials.
more. There's a little bit less cutting people off.
This is the podcast.
I just wanted to see one Super Soaker.
This is it.
There's no Super Soaker.
This is
This is form right here. Haven't you heard?
This is prime form.
This is
prime form.
This is us
form, baby.
In our peak form.
Well, that was our weird science segment. Hope you enjoyed it.
And we hear
science
tick,
is
tick,
fun.
tick, tick, tick.
Our
weird.
science.
We're so sciencey.
Yeah, we're so sciencey. We talk about 1990s television commercials.
Science was around back then too.
It took science to make TV.
Science was needed.
Science made
All right, no, there
TV
was
and
actually a science article here that I was going to bring up.
That they can listen to you read
real science?
silently.
Did anyone read
Okay,
it?
before it even starts up, it's about a 300 million year old forest that they found underneath a Chinese coal mine.
No way!
Whoa, cool.
The Chinese just suppress everything. People, forest, pandas. I've had enough of those shitheads.
What's so crazy about that? Is that crazy?
Pompeii-like, and it's a whole tropical forest totally preserved in ash underneath a coal mine from 300 million years ago. So there's all these trees that are still freestanding, like 60-foot trees.
That is pretty
species that don't exist anymore of trees and stuff like that. And
the blowjob tree.
That's about the same timeline. Anthropologists think that, or
in ash,
or archaeologists think, paleontologists, I guess, think that humans started to show up around on Earth. So it's like an interesting time because you can see like what animals and bones you'll find around that time.
That's pretty cool.
No, that's way before humans. Like way before. 300 million years. That's like.
Well, humans been.
That's like dinosaurs.
Well,
that's
like
before. That's like
humans,
dinosaur time, dude. 60 million years
Cretaceous
ago,
period times.
That's long.
You've got like
humans.
ape-like.
Well, no, like
the
Homo habilis and all that stuff came in 35,000 to like 100,000 years ago.
What's that?
Yeah. Like all the hominoids came in like 100,000 years ago, like max.
Or about a million hominoids for hominoids. I think it's about a million.
A million? Okay. Well,
Ben Stein says he's right.
So wait,
but still not 300 million.
So
like, that's like Jurassic, Cretaceous. That's like ancient. That's way before.
The Jurassic period was actually a mini period of the Cretaceous period.
There you go.
Okay.
Triassic,
I think
Jurassic.
Timelines.
Coming out in 3D soon.
What?
Yeah, Jurassic Park's coming out in 3D.
Oh my god, it'll be a totally different movie.
Yeah, it's so old, Phantom Menace.
The dinosaurs
but it
are
wasn't
so real.
I just learned.
those-
I just learned from.
Of course
reading.
it wasn't.
Those dinosaurs still look good.
There's
Jurassic
this
Park.
book out about DreamWorks.
Yeah.
The Man Who Would Be King that talk about Jurassic Park, how Spielberg took about 7.5 points off the first gross interest off that movie.
Really?
Made like fucking huge.
A lot.
Like, so much.
Yeah.
Like
Good on him.
Yeah, and well, he deserves it because he invented it.
Well, he invented what? No,
he
people
didn't
around
Michael
him
Crichton.
invented
Jurassic
that
Park. He
shit.
invented Jurassic Park.
Well,
Michael Crichton
he
invented
The
It's
movie.
funny how you
he
say
invented
that.
Jurassic Park, the movie, right, guys?
He directed
Did you guys ever
it.
read
He
the book?
directed it.
The book was.
I read the
pretty
second book for some reason.
The Lost World?
Book, The Lost World.
Yeah.
The Lost World is a good book too.
So they're saying primates
Wasn't-
showed up about 100 million years ago.
Primates. Yeah.
100 million.
And
Hominids.
so this
ago.
forest is
300 million years ago, though, or when the first mammals started showing up.
Okay, mammals. Yeah.
Right.
That works. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they took over after the dinosaurs left. They're like, fuck yeah.
Dinosaurs.
Have you guys ever seen?
Dinosaur.
There's a movie called The Cave of Forgotten Dreams.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, Werner was it?
Werner Herzog.
Werner Herzog, yeah, and he found a cave, or he didn't find a cave. Scientists found a cave in France that had actually one of its walls kind of got broken open and opened up the oldest ever cave paintings ever found in the world by humans, obviously, because nobody else.
And as I am a
Wait a second.
As I am a German going down to the caves, I am going to show you what they have on the walls.
That it's porn.
I am Werner Herzog coming for
It's
you
like a naked
from the
chick.
caves.
And he filmed it in 3D.
And
Actually, it was really.
I
cool.
am Werner Herzog coming from you from the cave. But let me show you when I got shot in LA on top of a cliff. It was very crazy. Someone shot me on top of a cliff.
Is that your near-death experience?
Did you
No. Werner Herzog. There's a video on Werner Herzog actually getting shot, like in mid-interview on top of like a cliff in LA. Like there is a video.
Crazy.
That
is cool.
Fucking
And he actually is like, I just got shot.
shot.
Whatever.
You get
I just
shot.
got shot. It's okay. It's like no big
Pretty
deal.
fucking nuts.
Like, he was just like it was no big deal. Like he just kept on going.
Yeah, he's gonna keep partying.
That's pretty gangster.
Well,
Of him.
he's from freaking
He's
Europe.
Germany.
He's European.
He's German.
Those guys
He
take
is
bullets
German.
all
Those
the
guys
time.
are kinda
There's
crazy.
bullets everywhere.
I want to correct myself there. I said the first ever cave paintings found made by humans. I'm not sure if there is any, but I'm pretty sure there isn't any other cave paintings made by any other species. So I just wanted to correct myself on that. I don't know.
Maybe the bear's in there, and he's like, dude, they taught a fucking elephant how to draw some shit. I'm sure a bear could do it.
Yeah. So I could be wrong.
Cave bear.
I want to err on the side of.
What if all
caution.
old paintings were actually just cave bears painting
their
dinner, which happened to be humans? It's like, oh yeah, these guys were tasty.
I remember them, dude. That's like a Gary Larson.
They're drawing up like a menu.
That's right, Far Side.
So they say humans show up at 8 million years.
Humans?
Yeah. And then modern humans, which is something different, at 200,000
Yeah,
years.
so there's like Homo habilis, Homo erectus, Neanderthal, and there's Java Man and all that stuff. But Homo sapien, Homo sapien is like 45,000 years tops.
Bipedal apes, humans, Neanderthals.
I thought it was more like 100,000.
2.5 million.
For humans?
For humans, Neanderthal, Homo erectus.
I'm reading Guns, Germs, and Steel right now,
Homo
and
sapien,
same thing. They have different dates. I'm gonna go ahead and say they got different dates.
Wow.
Modern human, Homo sapien, is 2 million years. That's what you're saying.
Some bum on the street told me different as well.